Why are you, like, recording this?
Because you're getting to go get what?
My new glasses.
You excited about that?
I'm very happy about that. After years of having these scratched up, well, not these, but after years of having scratched up glasses and having to look through all the mess ups, it's gonna be nice. I think they'll be cute.
Well, yeah. I don't get my glasses with the idea of thinking they'll be cute, but.
Well, women do.
Oh. All right.
And what's really cool is that the actual glass frames, that's not what's expensive. It's always the lenses, you know? Mm-hmm. Which, of course, is hardly ever a discount on the lenses for anything. But the frames were only like $4 or $5 over the allowable limit. So that's all we paid for the frames.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was actually 4 or 4 something. You know, and I was like, oh, okay, well, we can handle that. And then, of course, just nothing much that we can really do about the lenses.
Right.
They are what they are.
So since they know I post this stuff, I have a question.
What?
Because one of the people asked me this in a private message.
Okay.
Do you know when you go through... Their question was, do you know when you're manic, and how do you deal with the emotions of what you did when you come out of it?
Yes, I do know when I'm manic. Pretty much, you know, I know I'm becoming angry and agitated, and, you know, I let things get to me really easily, you know, and when I come down, honestly, you know how I deal with it. If I've done something wrong, if I've said something that has really hurt somebody, I am the first person to come back and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said those things. I shouldn't have done those things, you know.
But you don't always remember them. Because I have to sometimes tell you.
Well, and in that case, it's the same thing, though. You know, if you tell me, well, you did this or you said this, you know, I always say, well, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Right.
But, you know, if I really did truly do that, you know, please forgive me.
Right.
You know, having good communication in any marriage, you know, does help. You know, whether a person has bipolar or not, you know, and you and I have good communication. When you asked me, don't ever take these rings off of my finger again, you know, it's like, I don't. And the only time that I actually take them off is, you know, if I'm having to do something like really dirty, or, you know, to like straighten them out, or to put them in a different order, or something like that. Should I show everybody my wedding rings?
Sure.
And straighten them out. Especially like on cold days, it's like, okay, let's just take them off and straighten them all out.
How do you cope with knowing I record you, and also the kids know that they record you, and I try to explain to them that this is not something to make fun of you about. This is actually a two-pronged thing, in my opinion. It's one that people get to kind of see what really goes on with somebody that has mental illness, but also someday if you're gone,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's huge.
And my feeling on that is, you know, at first, you know, it pissed me off, you know, I was really like, what the fuck? You know, all it did was make those moments, you know, bad moments, and I was like, you know, I felt that was an invasion of my privacy, and who are you to, you know, I felt like it was making fun of me, and I was like, you know, what if somebody gets a hold of this? That I obviously don't want to get a hold of this, you know, so, you know, and that's always kind of a worry in the back of my mind, although I don't know anybody that could use this information against me for any reason, you know. It's not like I work anywhere that could go, well, you know, you have this and you're not, you know, we don't want that here at our place of business.
Right.
And legally, somebody can say that anyway.
You know, the YouTube page is called The Mental Cloud because sometimes you're in a cloud. But you're not always in a cloud.
Yeah.
You know, like today you're not in a cloud. So,
yeah.
I think sometimes people that are trying to study psychology and sociology, which is a lot of people that we have that are following the page, by the way.
Okay. Good.
People that are in...
Well, that makes me feel pretty good.
People that are in college, they want to learn about mental illness and they want to see it because they hear about it, they read about it, but all they ever hear is the negative.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's all they ever hear. This is what bipolar does, and this is what happens. But they never get to see the spectrum, you know, of the good and the bad and the ugly. But
well, and like, let me tell them this. You know, there's a you know, to the students in particular, you know, that are going through psychiatry classes and stuff like that. You know, there's that portion of you that is like, yes, drugged by the medication, but there's also a portion that's just slightly below being like full blown out of my mind manic, you know. And like I've been like the last few days where it's like I'm able to function, I'm able to get stuff done around the house, you know, and you know, really those are the moments I can honestly say that I miss. But with the medication, it's like, you know, that gets squashed almost totally. And these moments that I have, you know, of, you know, like you're saying, clarity,
yeah,
you know, is actually me being able to think through the medication, like not being so dumbed. I really believe, I mean, there are different medications out there. You just have to stick with it and find what's good for you. You know, I just happened to, you know, find a good doctor, you know, after my second transplant and everything, who was like, okay, this is what's going on, this is what we need to do. And I found a medication right away that helped me, you know.
but you miss that feeling of when you're not on it. No. That's not what I'm saying. I miss that feeling of being able to think more clearly and have, you know, and being able to function more to do things around the house. Right.
Because it really is like a block that, you know, yes, I have everything that's wrong with my body, but I have on top of that, you know, the just like this is titled, that mental cloud that I'm just not able to go, you know what, this place is a mess and I'm tired of living this way, you know, and just going and cleaning up the house. Well, I got rid of a bunch of stuff because
I know, because there's a video we posted up that's called "Throwing Shit Away." Because that's what you said. I'm throwing shit away.
oh well, you know, and I've just got to say, you know, that whole thing for me was like, it's kind of like a cleansing moment, you know. It's like, okay, I have held on to this long enough, and what for? Is it something that I really need? Is it something that I, you know, that's going to be valuable in the future, or, you know, whatever it is.
Right.
You know, I have to look at that and say, yes, no, or, you know, it doesn't really matter, but it still holds sentimental value right now. You know, like from
What do you want people to know or learn from watching this? What would you want them to get out of it, I guess? Or hope they would get out of it?
that it's not all bad. You know, that people with bipolar can and do function on, you know, daily, you know, but what they really need, you know, when those times get tough, is not to have their loved ones give up on them, or not to have the, you know, the people who are most important to them, you know, just make things, you know, make things worse.
All right, guys. We're at our destination. And Donna's enjoying her new cup that I got her for coffee.
And water.
And water. She's going to go get her new glasses now.
Whoop, whoop.
What do you think?
I like them.
I call them the Jackie O'Neill glasses now, or whatever. Onassis.
These?
Yeah. Go look at what Jackie used to wear. That and your sunglasses are like Jackie sunglasses.
She wore glasses like these.
Yeah, that was the thing back then. The big pointed 1960s look.
Well, it was 50s and 60s.
I brought you to a nice place to eat. Where are we? We're at... Must be a new sign. She's getting stuffed mushrooms like she's never had before. Look at these things. These things are huge. She thought she was going to get like little tiny stuff like mushrooms, and they brought her out these giant portobello things.
No, they're not portobello, but they are good. They're big.
And so what do you think?
They're good.